However, we are live right now. The notification should pop up here shortly. There it is.
Yep, live on YouTube.
Yeah. And three, two, one.
Hi.
I know, facts. That was faster than I thought it would be. Um,
31
what's up,
high.
everybody? Welcome to the RSA podcast. Yes, the RSA podcast. It's been a while since I've gone and done a podcast for myself. However, today is the day, and today I got Kwamia from Pillow Talk with the T, and I got Mr. DC from What the Shit podcast. I want to say hello, hi, and how are y'all doing today?
What the business
Be-
is.
the facts. Before we start, I want y'all to be able to give your plugs and how we can find your podcasts and all that good stuff. I'm gonna start with Miss Qua first, ladies first, obviously. So hit it
Ladies
up.
first. Ladies first.
What's going on, you guys? What's going on? This is your girl Kwamia. For those that can't pronounce it, call me Q, Kwa or Queen. I am everything Pillow Talk with the T podcast, which you can find me on Thursday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, live on Instagram as well as YouTube every now and then at Pillow Talk with the T. You can find me at every social media and podcast platform. Just put Pillow Talk with the T podcast, and I will pop up. Yes, so that's who I am. And
DC.
Hi, I'm DC. If you can't pronounce that or spell that, you're fucking stupid. Sorry. Sorry. Start off early here, people. Tequila's in the system. No, sorry about
Let's
that.
do it. Let's do it.
I'm DC, host of What the Shit, owner, proprietor, creative, ingenious who made this show that started out as just people talking shit, is kind of branched out into the music sphere with a lot of musical interviews, but we also do a lot of just shit talking. Inclusion, catch King-ish and Queen-ish coming up this season. It's our panel of men and women, two separate things. Just talking about real topics, everything that's going on in the world, things they have going on, mental health, things of that nature, dating, love, life, all that. We are on a break into June 8th. We'll be coming back season 6. Season 6 coming June 8th. You can also catch us live June 17th in Barberton at the $1 Million Baby Artist Showcase, interviewing all the artists, all the celebrities, everything, documenting what's going on for you guys.
Dope.
Also,
Yeah.
there might be news coming. That's all I can say.
Ooh, actually, we've already gotten the news, but I'm not gonna say here because I'm not allowed to.
Neither am I, but just know.
Yeah, facts.
Teaser.
It's
Spoiler
great.
alert.
It's great news. So until then, keep in touch with What the Shit podcast in order to find out what
on
that
Instagram.
is.
That is What the Shit, all one word, _podcast. On Facebook is What the Stuff podcast, because Mark Zuckerberg won't let us be the shit. You can literally catch us on Twitter, What the Shit podcast. Also TikTok, which I don't do dances, so I don't even know how that fucking works.
Me neither.
YouTube, What the Shit podcast, WTS podcast, sorry. And then on Twitch, WTS podcast, all one word.
Dope.
So we're literally everywhere. iHeart, Spotify, Apple's Radio, man. There's no reason why you can't find us. And I'll also have another deal in the works, so we might be coming to a Roku nearest you.
Dope. Now on that Twitch channel, do you play any video games or is it just a podcast?
It was supposed to start out me playing video games, but I got lazy. And I was
So
like,
you just
know
did
what?
the whole everything all together, right?
Yeah, here comes the podcast, because I play a lot of video games in my spare time, because that's what keeps me from fucking choking somebody at the end of the day.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
So I play a lot of Xbox, Madden leagues, 2K, wrestling, Call of Duty, the violent stuff.
Yeah. That's kind of violent.
Kind of. I mean,
Lord,
it's mild. GTA.
Facts.
God, GTA. That's my shit. I love some
Yeah.
GTA open world. Just
Word.
stealing cars and killing.
Give me that third person open world.
Yeah,
I'm happy
mowing
with that.
shit down, man. But it keeps my mind fresh, because like football it's like a chess match to me. So I like to
Mm.
keep my mind sharp.
Makes sense.
You know, I used to coach, I used to play. So it's always about what the other guy on the other side of the field is trying to do. And that's what keeps me in the podcasting game so much. Because to me, it's kind of like a chess match. You have to
Facts.
kind of plot your every move, but also try to think about what your competition is doing at the same time.
Word.
If you're not watching what your competition is doing, you're gonna lose. Not
Mm.
saying you have to compete with them, but you need to know what they're doing at all times.
Come on now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get preachy, but I'll just be
You
like,
right
people,
though.
like, because people don't think about that. Like when I first started, I didn't pay attention to what other podcasters was doing. I was just trying to do my own thing.
Sure.
And then started realizing if I watch them and what doesn't work for them might work for me, and what works for them, I don't want to do.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, because I don't want to be on the same trend as everybody else.
Right.
I want our show to stand
You
out.
gotta
and
find
kinda-
your own lane.
Yeah, I mean, because you see too many times the same topics on 40 different shows, and you can only talk about the same topic so many different ways to where it start getting like, okay, I done seen this, done that.
Right.
Then they're done that, got the t-shirt. So now it's like, what's the next big thing? And for us, we've kind of, like I said, ventured into the music space to where it's like it writes itself because we're literally just talking to artists about their music, how they got started, you know, the underground and everything like that. But we still get to have episodes where we talk shit. But
Sure. Absolutely, man. That's what's up. I appreciate that shit a lot too. And being a gamer myself, I would like to see y'all actually play some games. So I'm
going to, man. I'm about to. I just don't like when I play. I don't be thinking about it. I don't be like, damn, I want to record. Like, and what's crazy is I watch YouTube, and watch a lot of motherfuckers play like Madden, and I like watching rebuilds and stuff like that. But I'm like, I don't have the time nor the patience because the editing,
a lot of
the
time.
one to edit, unless you live streaming it, which you gotta be dedicated to the live stream.
Facts.
A lot to go into it. So
nah, no doubt about it. Word. So, all right. Here's the thing I do on my podcast. All right. And I don't know if any of you know, but I have done psychedelics. I consider marijuana and alcohol psychedelics. So
I can tell you
I have it really is. It can be, you know, especially
I'm psychic right now, but go ahead.
well, you know, if you get drunk enough, you obviously state your real feelings. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people call it liquid courage and this and that.
Drunk heart tells sober truth.
Facts.
My grandfather always told me that drunk heart tells sober truth.
Yeah, man. And with weed, you know, you think truer things. Your mind is clear and your
senses are heightened.
Your senses are heightened and you feel a different way and you start looking at things differently. So I still consider that a psychedelic in a way. But other than those two, have you guys ever done any other kind of psychedelics like acid, mushrooms, or anything like that, to where you have gotten to a higher consciousness or of that sort? I'm going to start with anybody that has a yes, because y'all both look like y'all about to say no.
Yeah, because you said if it's not alcohol or weed, the bitch definitely ain't doing nothing else.
Okay,
not yet.
All right.
What?
So has there been an instance where let's start with alcohol then? Has there been an instance with alcohol where y'all have gotten so fucked up where y'all have told somebody something that you've actually felt, however, felt bad about it afterwards?
I told my cousin about his baby mama cheating on him.
Oh my God.
Yo,
you got to tell us that story then.
Okay. So like they was, you know what I'm saying, bumping heads, and it was, you know, it was what it was. And like I had seen her out like a few days before this, and she wasn't with my cousin. And I was like, hey, I'ma let you talk to him and tell him what you got going on before I do, because that's my people. And I'm not about to let you be out here and I see you and then he come back like, well, DC. Well, back before I was DC, well, Darius seen us and he ain't say shit to you, so he complicit. I'm like, hey, first of all, that's y'all problem. That's not me. I happen to see but I wanted to give y'all a chance to talk about it, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors before I blew up the spot. But she tried to play like nothing was going on, and I kept looking at her like
that meme
yeah,
where the dude at the football stadium, he look up and see his boy's girl with another dude.
Yeah, you just like,
yeah.
You tell him or I tell him. If I tell him,
right,
you know, I've been drinking a little bit, so I'ma blow the spot up. But she didn't want to come clean, so I was like, hey, bro, cuz, fam, listen here, man. I seen her with him, and it was late past the hours where you should be with a gentleman suitor. Now, I don't know if they was fucking exactly, but I can tell you only two things open this late at night: fast food and legs, and they wasn't eating McDonald's, brother. So
he said gas, food, and legs.
Yeah, man. That's
wow. So how did he take it? What happened after
that? Yeah. So after that, it got kind of fuzzy for me because I was already like 3 seasons in, but there was some flashing blue lights.
What? Wait, what?
that noise right there. That noise right there.
1,000, yo.
It was that noise right there, some flashing red and blue lights, and a lot of "get your hands up, hey, get him, hey, back up." And I was just like, "Ooh,
oh,
you know how you feel bad when some shit go down and it's your fault, but you don't really realize it's your fault till you kind of sober up a little bit." Like them red and blue lights and that noise sober up. I was like,
"That's on me."
This is got the. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, brother. I'm gonna go lay on the couch. You got a cover or something, some Cheetos, little greasy something.
So you stayed at the house, like you?
Yeah, there was cops there. You think I'm driving home drunk? I'm not stupid.
Nah, hell no.
I might have been.
No, but I thought maybe you fucking call the Uber. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Oh no, I was staying. All my shit was there. My CDs.
So when you either stay or you walk.
Yeah, my CDs was in his car. That was a tough decision to make.
Oh man.
Gosh,
fire ass bitch.
Oh, this was a minute ago.
This was before Ubers and all that.
Facts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you stayed at their house after you dropped the bomb, after the cops came. Mm-hmm. So you wake up the next morning
and didn't remember a damn thing.
Wow.
I remember bits and pieces. You ever been in one of the movies? You ever seen Vacation Friends?
Oh yeah.
That part where Lil Rel was waking up and like shit was going on in the room. It was sort of like that. Like I would flash to it, something was going on. It was sort of like that. So
wow.
That and RC, I told you the other story how I went to jail. That was my other like them the 2 times I was like at that peak of I shouldn't probably. And then I got high one time.
Oh shit.
Like I used to smoke weed way back in the day before it was cool, you know, back in 08.
Oh, 08.
Yeah.
Yo, I can't. When people say before it was cool, I'm done.
You know, before it was cool, man. I mean,
no, it was about
90s.
Nah, this wasn't that far. No, hell no. No, but no, it was like Super Bowl time. It was like me and 10 other guys. We had like 211 Steel Reserves. I don't know if y'all know what that is.
Ooh, that liquid oil.
Yeah, I know what that is.
So everybody had like 2 or 3 cans of those. Everybody had their own dime bags. It's Super Bowl Sunday. We got pizza. Everybody passing around weed, blunts, you know, joints, everything. Like we roll everything. Like, all right, if you can find it, roll it up in. We rolled it up in that motherfucker. Brown paper bags, fucking
Bible paper.
It was everything, man.
Oh, y'all going to hell.
Anywho, they call it Arizona. Anywho, so we was not Bible paper, but no, we was just rolling.
I smoked out of Bible paper.
I have not. Brown paper bags, yes, I've been there. But no, like everybody was smoking, we was all high, and like I felt weird. You know, after 10, 15 blunts get passed around, you forget what's going on. So I know it was Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I remember this. So I go upstairs.
My goodness. It was the Giants. It was against the
It
Giants.
it wasn't the catch. It was the one before that. Whoever they played before the Giants.
The Giants. Nah, let me stop.
Might have been. I don't know. Just know I was super high. So I go upstairs and I'm like, you know what? My head spinning. I felt weird. Like you ever seen that movie? You ever seen Superman when he first get his powers? Like all his shit, his faculties all fucked up. Oh, that's how I felt. So I'm thinking to myself, like, oh shit, I'm getting superpowers. This is about to go down. So I go upstairs, I'm laying down, but I hear the fucking TV crystal clear, like I'm sitting right next to it. And I've never prayed so hard in my life. I was like, Lord, I'm too high. And if you get me off this high, I will never reach this pinnacle again. Like, this is where I want to get off at. Like, this is too much. Because, like, I can hear everybody crystal clear. Or like they was sitting around me loud as fuck, and I'm yelling like, "Shut the fuck up! Turn the TV down!" Like the TV felt like this shit was on 100. Like it felt like them niggas was just right upstairs, jumping on the bed beside me. Like this, I was like super high. Like and I could just fuck my like fucking hearing was just like hypersensitive, and it just didn't make no sense.
I prayed to God 3 or 4 times, maybe even 5 or 6 times, being so fucked up from weed. That like it's just like, yo, please get me out of this. Anything you can do to get me out of this, I promise I won't do it again.
You know,
a week later,
that's what I was about to say. A motherfucker be like, if you get me out of this, I'll never do it again. And 2 days later, this nigga doing this shit again. I know God be like, nigga.
That was me.
You just said you wasn't gonna do this shit again. Now I gotta bail you out again.
Here's the great thing about God. He's like, yeah, right, nigga. I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah, I know you not. I know you gonna do this shit again, boy. It's already written. But I mean, that's how it goes.
Yeah, facts. What about you, Kwa?
I haven't done anything like that. Like, I really haven't.
You never been high to ride fast?
My thing is, okay, what it is, I think what scarred me as a child when I was young, I seen so many people in my family as when I was younger who drunk a lot, that was alcoholics and drug addicts. So that scared me to, if I did do weed, I wanted to make sure I had control of it. If I did drink, I wanted to make sure I knew what my limit was and I stopped. But other than that, it's like I didn't really do anything to really sit there and say I done something or say something to somebody and then regret it. Because I say shit even when I'm not high. And if I say it, I say it. I'm not taking it back, especially if it's
that Jersey. That's that Jersey right there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's different. It's really different. Yeah. And then it's like when you grow up in a certain environment, it's like trust and belief is a lot of us. We really got it's like when you see an alcoholic or whatever, that shit share you straight. That's like even me putting my son into the like the Scared Straight program. Like your shit don't make you want to get locked up. Like it just the fact, like me and you, like I told you, like I got so high with the fact I started hallucinating, and I was like, yeah, that ain't happening again because I was
tell me about that. That's what I want to hear. When you started hallucinating, what did you see? What did you hear? And what happened to you?
Okay, so basically, I ain't see shit because I felt like I was going into the light. Not only that. I felt like my skin was about to burn off and fall off. I felt like my arm was about to come off. I called my aunt and tell her, like, yo, I'm about to die. And she like, what the fuck are you talking about? I say, I'm about, and I'm literally crying like, I'm about to die because I smoked the weed. I don't know where it is. I'm about to die. Like, I was just done. And not only that, but then she's sitting there saying, girl, just go to sleep. Call me if you're still alive. Bitch, I could not be.
If you still alive.
What you mean I'm still alive? Like, I'm telling you, I'm about to die. Like,
sleep it up. Call me if you die.
Yeah, facts.
So I guess because she's like, what did you smoke? I said weed. She's like, what time? I said, I don't know, some shit. I don't know. I just don't know what. She like, so of course she yelled at me. I didn't even hear it. It went over my head because I felt like I was about to die. I feel like my arm fell off. Like, and I kept doing this to my arm. I kept like.
That reminded me of that fucking Family Guy episode where Peter did coke and ripped this shit off.
I guess because it felt like it was burning, and it felt like it was a burning, itching sensation. But then I feel like it was about to fall off, so I kept doing this shit, and I'm like, it was just done. It's like then I feel like I needed to lay down. Then when I laid down, I feel like I needed to get back up, and I did that shit like a couple of times. And it's like, I don't know how I fell asleep. When I woke up, I just felt really, really heavy. And I said, where the fuck that was, I'm never doing it again. So I'm the type of person where I don't like to be up the hallucination weed. I like just to chill, relax, the weed that gets me nice and horny and cool and chill. Like,
DC saw that. DC heard it.
Duly noted.
Heard it. Yep, duly noted. Facts.
Hey, boss, let me get that horny maker weed.
Yeah, word. Can I get that horny?
Let me get a dime bag of the horny shit.
Yeah, word. Hey, excuse me, sir. Do you have an eighth of that horny? I want
to open up and just be like, you want super horny, extra horny, or really horny?
Yeah, facts.
Mix them all together. give me a mixture of all of them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good night.
give me a little bit of from this one, and that one.
Just sprinkle me some, man. Just sprinkle me.
Facts.
Yeah, I like the one. I like the one where you just relax and you chill. Don't give me shit.
Indica.
And don't give me shit that makes me laugh because you already know I'm goofy already. So I could just probably look at you, start laughing and pointing at you, and you don't think shit funny, but I'ma see it's funny. Like,
Yeah.
And don't get shit to me like if I feel like my whole skin is about to fall the fuck off.
That's why I don't smoke weed no more, because it'd be like some weird shit. They be mixing they shit with some weird stuff nowadays. It'd be like,
because people relate.
It's crazy. Like a lot of people can actually put a lot of fentanyl on that shit too.
Yeah, I'm cool.
So
man.
you can actually overdose from weed and die nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Like I just want my weed, man. I don't need all that
man.
Shit, man.
You have to be able to get it from somebody that you truly
trust.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Like the drug dealer and trust just ain't worth it.
Nah, that's not true, man. There's people that you actually can trust.
Yes.
There's people out there like, yo, I ain't trying to fuck you over. Straight up, I'm gonna give you some real shit. It's not gonna fuck you over. But at the same time, I'm gonna tell you, like, yo, this shit is fucking fire right here. You're gonna have to be careful with this.
Yeah, exactly.
There are people out there.
I need a
like
disclaimer
that.
with your shit.
Facts, and there are people out there that will give a disclaimer for
exactly.
This weed will make you super horny.
Yeah,
because I have one of my family members. They know somebody who they constantly for a long time had bought weed from, and anytime he will give a disclaimer, especially if they're about to introduce it to somebody new. Like, because they just want to make sure, like, don't say that I didn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even with my son getting older, and of course, like, your kids gonna be kids. It's like, I'm not a helicopter mom, but I'm not going to be in denial about it either. Sure. I know he's going to do stuff. So of course, I told him, like, you only have one steady person that you go to, and you make sure you could be able to trust that person, and they be able to look out for you, and you good. And that's what he had. And if he thinking, I tell him, you think about that, you need to change, you need to do research on that motherfucker. Period.
Yeah. Like for me, I got a 21-year-old, right? I would not offer him any weed yet. I would wait until he's 25 to offer him weed. There's a reason for that, because at the age of 25, that's when a male's brain is supposed to be fully developed. So that's when I would offer him one. But he's about to turn 21, and I have offered him beer 2 or 3 times, and he's declined it. And which I'm okay with, obviously. You know, I'm not gonna force it on him.
Beer, nigga.
Nah, but I'd be like, hey, I got, would you like a beer? I'm having a beer. Would you like a beer? No,
yeah.
Okay, it's okay, no problem. Look, listen, I'm not.
Because if you're gonna do it when anybody think the person you want to do it with is your parent.
Yeah, but I would what parent wouldn't rather it be
you do it at home
first?
Exactly, but you got some parents that be like, "Oh no, it's no way I would do that. Hell no!" And then these same parents who have kids that, since you saying "Oh hell no," they out there "Oh hell yes" doing it and getting it from somebody else.
Exactly,
and it'd be worse.
And that's what I never wanted. I never wanted that. And my kids, they are more homebodies. They're more except for my middle son. So they're more on the technological part. And my middle son, he's 14. He expresses a lot of interest on what I do. You know what I'm saying? And he always plays around like, let me get some of that beer. I'm like, no, you're not gonna get none of this beer yet. But my youngest one was playing around one day. Was like, hey, yeah, let me try it. And it was the last little all the spit that's left in the So I was like, yeah, go ahead, here, try it. He tasted that shit. He about threw up.
Exactly.
That last sip be the roughest one.
That's what
Especially
I'm
if
saying.
it
It's
got
the warmest.
a little warm too.
Yeah, it was warm as hell. I was like, yeah, here, go ahead, take a little
never
sip of
drink
that.
another beer again.
Nah, hopefully,
You did the same thing. You did the same thing that my uncles did to me and my cousins, boys and girls, because we, like I said, by them just constantly drinking, we constantly seen alcohol cans and bottles, and that really stirred us. But one of my uncles who didn't drink, he was like, yeah, y'all keep playing if y'all want to. So one day he was like, all right, you want to try it since you trying to sneak over there and get that motherfucking can? You want to play? So he gave us the can. He said, drink it. I spit that bitch out so fast. I was like, hell no. My sister was like, no.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, now I guarantee you ain't gonna be trying to plan and sneak behind our back, play with that can no more.
For us, all right, growing up, our parents threw parties.
Yes.
Every week.
And I'm African, so you know we threw motherfucking parties every week.
So, like, we would. All right, not to get too personal, but we had the only house in our family. So, all the cousins, everybody would come over every single weekend, have parties. Beer be all up in the refrigerator. You can't even find no food as a kid. It's all beer.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you steal beer. You run upstairs, you put it in your pants or whatever, and you run upstairs and you taste it. And it'd be Budweiser. Back then, Budweiser's was like real small with the twist cans and shit like that. And you take that, you take a little sip. Ugh. You pass it over to the next person. They drink it, and then you sip it about halfway or whatever. And it's nasty. You sip it, and it goes all the way around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's how I started drinking. But at the same time, when I became 14, I didn't drink. All right, I had my first drink at 6. Let's keep this real. I had my first drink at 6, and we would steal beer. Every now and again, every once in a while, but most of the time we was out in the streets. But in Asbury, shout out Asbury Park. And then by the time I became 14, I was already here in Virginia. So I literally had like my first 40 ounce of Blue Bull Schlitz with my big brother, my oldest brother. I threw up every fucking where. No liquor. Yeah. I threw up every fucking where, man. It was disgusting. I said I'm never gonna drink again. But look at me. I'm over here motherfucking alcoholic. But
it's a difference I don't know, for some reason, the difference between the girls and the guys though. Because like there's still some of my cousins who still decide to do it. It's like I said, I'm an occasional drinker. An occasional smoker. I don't really need it. Like I see certain people who like, I need it every day. Like, I want it's a part of my routine. Like,
I know some people who wake
like I just don't like. I just don't need it. Like, and like I said, I only smoke with one person. So me and him ain't together. We ain't hanging. Like it is what it is. If there's no liquor in here, it's okay. What it is. Like even time when I get gatherings. They were like, "Oh, you ain't got nothing to drink." I'm looking like, "Bitch, if you want something to drink, you should have brought it." Like, because at the end of the day, I'm not really caring too much. I'm elaborating more on the fact that we're gathering together. We're about to spend time. We're cooking. We're vibing. We're creating memories. Y'all want fucking liquor. If y'all want it, then bring that shit. Because I'm not all about caring too much about applying the liquor. I just never been that type of person. But shout out to my family members who actually are sober. stay sober, recovering. Knock on wood. Thank you, God, Jesus.
If you're gonna go somewhere and you plan on drinking, and you're not sure if there's gonna be drink there, you definitely bring your own.
Oh yeah.
But you already know our people. Like, that's like sitting there going to a wedding. How many fucking people bringing a gift, but they ready to eat to the reception
and drink?
Exactly. They ready to eat your food, drink, and take up space. But then you looking at the wedding table with the gifts and the shit. Only like 4 people brought a gift.
That's why I hate throwing like this weekend. Like my wife loves throwing like get-togethers and inviting people. I'm not inviting nobody. Mm-hmm. I don't want nobody coming over drinking up my good shit. And
Facts. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, come on, man. Just say
so she throwing the party for that.
Say it.
No, man, this is Memorial Day weekend.
It's not just that. It's not just that.
So we're kind of doing something at the house. But even if it wasn't anniversary, I don't like throwing parties. Like I hate hosting. Because I gotta buy the drinks and the food and all that stuff.
See, it's work. It's a
job. And then
you gotta clean up. Then everybody leaving.
That's my point. Like you done drunk all my good alcohol and he left.
Yeah.
Like now I gotta clean this shit up, and then you leaving so ain't nobody want to participate and help me clean.
See, okay, when I was married, this is the thing. I would set up everything, grill, fucking pool, slide, water slide. I would set up literally everything. She would cook all the food, everything. Everybody, I would grill food. I would do the grilling. She would do all the sides. So once all that was done, everybody left. There was all cleanup. I did everything outside. She did everything inside. But still, that is a lot of fun.
It is. You already set up. Now you entertaining in between, having fun, laughing, talking, probably serving plates or making sure, oh my God, is any more chicken about to run up? Okay, let me go get some more chicken. You know what I'm saying? You doing all that. Then you gotta fucking clean too. Come the fuck on.
Facts.
And then this is the crazy thing. The motherfuckers want to bring Tupperware in one place to take. But
yeah.
Nah. But one thing I say, shout out to my sister, because one thing about my sister,
I'll be like, go talk to her.
Yeah, shout out to my sister, because I could definitely respect, because even she did this for my event, she didn't even have to. Like, shout out to my sister, she's a fucking true bomb ass motherfucking ride or die. Even if she come to places, she ain't gotta be your house. My sister is like literally, she's fixing up. When she's know that the time is about to start now, she's folding up tablecloths, she's breaking that shit down, she's like wrapping up. Wait, what you doing for you? Like that's the ride or die motherfucking bitch all day. She does that. We need more of her. Where all hers at? Like, cause y'all little motherfuckers, y'all want to come eat and y'all don't want to bring nothing. And then if you do bring weed, also shout out to the weed haze. You bring weed, please make sure you bring your weed paper. Ain't nobody fucking applying that.
Yeah, and bring drink too. Don't just bring your weed. Bring your drink. Make sure you're good, you're comfortable. You don't need nobody for nothing except for the food, because that's what you're there for.
And don't bring your thirst.
Yeah, word is bond.
It be some motherfuckers who just be like, "Hey man, I just came to a drink, and then I know you drink that good tequila, so I ain't drink nothing all day."
Right.
Wait a minute, nigga, you ain't drink a glass of water this morning? Like you ain't drink shit all day to come drink my alcohol?
Right, exactly. What's the one that you drink? The
I drink Teremana.
Right? Yeah, see, and I
shout out to Teremana, man. It's
nah,
organic,
fuck them,
man. Man. I'm looking for a sponsorship by them, man. I drink that shit religiously. I don't drink all the time.
I hear you. I ain't hating either. I don't like tequila personally.
I love tequila.
I'm not a tequila drinker, but I love whiskey, and whiskey has become a problem for me. So I stay off of it, and I stick to beer. You know what I'm saying? Because whiskey has become such a problem for me that I've almost gotten arrested. put in the hospital. Um, uh, I've ruined relationships,
Oh,
all all over whiskey. So I don't
Damn.
fuck with whiskey no more. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
except
tequila keep you
for
mellow, brother.
Fireball, I got Fireball, and I only buy the gas station one. Check y'all out. Check this out at the gas station because it's not as strong as the one that you get at the liquor store. Okay.
I got a dude who drink Fireball all day long. I'd be like, dog, I can't drink that.
Yeah. No,
Like I like
it's
I used to
delicious.
because he live out in PA. So when we used to go out to PA, like his wife and my wife was like best friends since like I like grade school and shit. So we used to
Yeah.
go out there. They used to go out. We was what I'm saying. Me and him was the same kind of guy. So we don't really go out. You know what I'm saying. We was watching Laker games and stuff like that. He would break out the Fireball. I'd be like, brother, I'm
Yes,
not doing that.
sir.
Man. Give me some Bud Light Platinums or some Coronas, man, because I'm not drinking that shit, man. This shit already hot and then it tastes like cinnamon. Who the fuck is out here drinking cinnamon?
It's delicious.
I
So,
guess. No
all right,
problem.
so like the ones you buy at the gas station here in Virginia is not as strong as what you'll buy at
Oh,
the
yeah,
liquor
none of them.
store. So, what I actually do, I call those beer toppers. That's all they are. It's a break from the taste of beer constantly, and it's
It's
still,
mouthwash.
uh, huh?
It's mouthwash.
Essentially, and it's still it gives you a little break from the taste of beer constantly, and it gives you a buzz as the same amount as a beer
Buzz,
would.
buzz.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna give y'all my story. So, let me see. It was 2009. I hadn't been. I look. I just started smoking weed probably in 2019, like religiously. I'm gonna
mhm.
keep it real. So the job that I had, I was had sold out to another company, and I didn't want to be part of that new company. So I decided to be self-employed and do ride sharing. And at that same time, I was like, fuck it. I don't have to do a drug test because I got a CDL. So I'm a smoke weed, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Started smoking weed. Everything was good. But prior to that, 10 years prior, back in 2008, 2009, I wasn't smoking at all. And it was just alcohol. And I was quite the alcoholic. I was a fucking fish. I drank every motherfucking day. At least if I had a six pack, that was a slow day. You know what I'm saying? So but I had a friend that lived right across the street, and he didn't drink as much, but he was a pothead. But I would go over there in the middle, Friday, Saturday nights, go over there, and we play motherfucking PlayStation 3, UFC Undisputed, fucking play that shit for fucking hours. And one day I was like, he was taking bong hits. I still had my CDL, but at the same time, I was just like, you know what, fucking let me go ahead and take a hit. Took a fucking bong hit. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I've never tripped harder in my life. I'm talking about even after taking the mushrooms
Mm,
recently. I've never
mm.
tripped harder. Sat there, we played the video games. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. It was no longer my turn. I lost. I passed the controller, and I'm sitting there watching, and I couldn't do it anymore. I walked up, walked out, went across the street back to my house, and I literally started running laps around my fucking house, tripping the fuck out. Like,
Spirits, chief. The spirits, they get me.
oh, what the fuck is going on? Running laps for about an hour.
Oh,
Shit,
hell no.
I probably ran 6 miles. I don't know, but whatever. And I
damn.
finally sat down on my front stoop, and I was just like, "What the fuck is going on? I don't know what's happening." And it started to finally calm down and cool. I started like, "Oh my goodness, I don't know what the fuck happened there." I walked inside and I promised I would never smoke weed again, and I didn't up until 2019. But still, that was the hardest I even tripped. And like I said, I've done mushrooms. and I've never been more outside of my body from doing that bong hit than I have from taking mushrooms.
Damn.
Yeah,
Mm.
facts. Look, let's keep this real. I have taken mushrooms. I've taken up to between 6 and 9 grams at certain times. I've never, in which 3.5 grams is considered one dose. Okay, I've taken up to nine, and with those 9 grams, all I've ever felt, I've never seen any visuals. I've seen visuals on weed. I've never seen any visuals on mushrooms. All right. So I'm sitting here on 9 grams of mushrooms. I'm feeling fucking
Why it's like you getting lower and lower and lower?
yeah, I know. It's called depression. But
I'm
um
talking about your volume,
My
nigga.
mic's
oh
depressed.
oh my
Yo,
fault.
my son's over here cracking up. Yo, he's a ass.
So I've taken 9 grams of mushrooms. All right. There's all different strains, just like weed, and they all do different things, just like weed. You know what I'm saying? And 9 grams of albino A plus.
What was
Yes,
that?
it's it's wild. I'm telling you, it's not what you normally see out in the cow fields and shit like that. It was specially grown because I grew them,
Oh
and
shit.
yeah, so and it was completely white. Mushrooms that you see like out in the cow fields, they have white and brown and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
This one's completely white. It was albino.
Mm.
So
It
but
had
they
red
made me
eyes.
feel like I had taken coke. They
Mm.
had I was like a cokehead. Oh shit, I'm
Man,
wild.
look
I'm
at my
having
little
fun,
friend.
loving life. Life was great. The trees, the way the trees moved, the way the leaves moved, the grass and the shit, the way that
Yo,
my dog looked at me like as if they knew I was tripping and shit like that. They loved me because they knew I was tripping. They like, you on my level now. Let's
this
you know what
nigga's
I'm
tripping.
saying?
Let's see if we can give us a bone.
Oh, they got the bone. Not well, goddamn. That was
that
weird. Not
was
that kind of bone,
that
but
was.
yes, they
Let's move
got.
past that. Let's
but
Hey
still,
man.
nonetheless, I still felt spectacular. I felt great. Like, oh my god, this
How was
world
the
is
come down?
fucking beautiful. The come down was more just like I'm tired. I'm just sleepy. Just want to relax. I feel like I had been work. All right, so it takes about 6 to 8 hours for it to come down, right? After the 8 hours, I literally felt like as if I put in a work shift. Like I was tired. I'm like, fuck. I'm ready to just relax and chill. You know what I'm saying? 8 or 10 hours at work. You know what I mean? But uh I've never felt better afterwards. It's a weird, I can't, it's so hard to explain. But
Yeah,
with
sounds
weed,
like
it's just like, what the fuck? I didn't realize what the fuck was happening, you know? But later on in life, as I've done mushrooms, I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I've definitely tripped on weed harder than I've done on mushrooms, even with those 9 grams. Even though I was looking at the fucking trees and watching the trees breathe and all this other crazy shit. Yeah, I've seen trees breathe. Yes.
Captain
Have you ever
Planet.
hugged a tree before?
Yup. Fucking
Hugging
right,
the
I
trees and
have.
talking to him.
Fucking
I feel
right.
you, brother tree.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. I have. I have been there.
Wow.
But I've never necessarily seen visuals like things floating through the air or that. I've never seen none of that people talk about that they've been on mushrooms.
That shit
And
remind me of fucking that movie Road Trip where the dog was like, hey, tell that bitch to make me some pancakes.
right, right. And a lot of people talk about that with mushrooms. Like they see things, they see walls melting, they see things moving that shouldn't be moving and stuff like that. I've never actually seen that. All I've seen is what actually was enhanced. Does that make sense? enhanced,
3D.
like the trees breathing was really just them moving in the breeze.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that
We've seen this shit
kind
in
of shit.
4K.
That's right. That's right. And but you know, I happen to believe that it's because I was on antidepressants that has blocked all that, and I haven't been able to see that stuff. So, like for me, my next step in the future would be to take acid to see what happens, because that's the reason I started taking mushrooms in the first place, was to see a different perspective. And I've seen a different perspective in me, in myself, but not out here in this world. So like my next step is acid. And yes, it's rough. Yes, it could be potentially hazardous if you take too much, but
How do you
it's
even do acid? Is my
How
like,
you
I've
just
always
end up to say
like
you
you
want to
just
do
drop
it?
that shit on the back of your neck or something. Like, how the fuck do you do acid? Like,
it depends on how it's made, but it could be in a jar. You
I
can
know
take
they
a
say something
drop.
about some tabs or something.
You could drink a drop on your tongue, or you can put the drops or on the tab. Yeah. Um, a stamp, for instance, would have, yeah, like a postage stamp that would have at least 2 to 3 drops on it.
You put that on your skin like the patch.
So what you
Nah,
put on your skin, you put in your tongue.
put it on your tongue.
Or like on the little breath mint script, little thingies.
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh,
They make edibles like that as well. Edible
I
weed.
had some edibles that fucked me up, yo.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
What happened?
So me and my wife was going through a rough time, but she had some edibles, and we went to fucking like like the A1 Japan, those type of places, the shit where they do like the cooking in front of you.
The hibachi joints.
Yeah, so the floor was glossy.
Oh shit.
I was so fucked up from the edibles. That shit felt like water. So I'm walking that bitch like this, like trying to keep my balance. We get to the tip of the fucking flame come up, and I'm just like, ah,
Yeah.
fucking frozen. So we went to Dave and Buster's after that. So we in Dave and Buster's, and I'm just like tripping, like everything's moving fast and slow at the same time. I thought I saw my wife talking to
Is that
another
crazy
dude.
with that shit?
Yeah. Like this was some strong ass edibles, and I like never, it's the first time I ever did it. Like I hadn't smoked weed in like 10 years. So my wife was like, hey, let's just do these edibles. I got edibles. I think it
Do you know how many milligrams they were?
50.
God damn.
Yeah.
I would take 50 is what I would take now. And if you
know.
haven't done in a long
I never
time,
knew, bro.
50 is
Like,
way too
you
much.
was talking about the skin crawling and shit. Like I felt like my shit was burning, and I'm just walking around Dave and Buster's trying not to touch people, just like paranoid and shit. And I see shit going, like people running by, like kids just running by, like
50 is way too much, yo.
and then like everything close to
Holy
me is moving
shit.
fast, and everything well far from me is like just moving slow. And then Dave and Buster's is kind of dark, so it's like bright flashing colors and shit. So you just like Kanye West All the Lights video, you just like trying to
Chuck E.
figure
Cheese
out what's
for
going
adults.
on.
Facts.
Yeah, and then it was just like I said, like kids running by, and then like everybody else is just like, oh, you gonna do the thing, and I'm just like, the fuck is this? Like the Riddler? Like what the fuck is going on? Like, so I sat down, and I'm just like, okay, let me get a glass of water. I'll be fine. I'm cool. I was just like, I started crying. Like I was just like this ain't it, man. I can't do this ever again. I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Like I ruined y'all night. Like I'm just walking around David Buster's like the saddest dude on earth, but happy at the same time because I didn't know which, which emotion was really stronger.
Facts.
So I tried to play basketball, and I'm thinking I'm like Kobe Bryant, just like, yeah, I got this shit. I'm breaking every fucking thing, and it's like people looking at me, and I'm putting the wrist up and just holding like, yeah, like, missing every goddamn thing, nigga. Like shit bouncing up behind me, cats catching the ball, putting it back. Like I just thought
if anybody out there that's listening or watching, start off with 10.
Yeah,
all right.
I jumped off the porch.
Right.
Like I just was like,
exactly.
I'm
That's
doing it. We gonna
point.
do it. We takers, gents. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We do it big.
Facts.
Never again. I I did it a few times afterwards, but I was just like, it ain't for me. I'm gonna stick to my tequila and beer.
Yeah. So with weed, when you ingest it, when you take it as an edible, and it is processed through your liver, and it becomes a totally different drug than smoking. It is.
Yeah.
It actually becomes a hallucinogenic through your system.
Oh, like I said, I thought I saw my wife talking to another dude, and she was right behind me.
Yeah.
I was so sad. I was like, how's she gonna bring me here and talk to this nigga? I was getting ready to fight, dog. I was like,
not that you saw it, because you thought it.
I thought it. Like, it was so, the fucking thing was so strong in my head. Like, I knew it was her. Like I pictured her in the same clothes. Like, this girl, I pictured this girl in the same clothes as my wife. And she was behind me playing the game. But in my mind, my shit was so Jedi strong that I saw her. And it was so dark that I really didn't see her face, but my mind put her face on her. And I was just like, hey, I'm about to fight David Buster's.
Word is bond. David Buster's talking to my girl. Let me.
I'm about to beat
my fuck Dave up, and I'm gonna fuck Buster up.
Fuck them niggas.
Oh my god!
And then David Buster's got them steps where you got to walk up to the fucking area. So I'm walking up the steps, holding the rail like I'm fucking. Remember Price is Right with the dude from the Alps, the Swiss game where you had the Yola dude, you had to fucking walk up the thing. That's what I was doing. I was fucking gone, yo.
Shit. I can't.
I was fucking gone. I was climbing them steps, and this when we got there, I was climbing the steps like, yo, they're like, oh.
Yo, I could just imagine being there and seeing him.
I was bugging. I was gone, and I was.
But you know what? When you hallucinating on why it seemed like you doing everything right? Because even when he said he was playing basketball, I thought
I was doing this shit the best. I was like, I brought my A game. I thought I was going to the legs. You know, what I'm saying?
You was better than Kobe. You was better than Michael.
I thought I was doing Steph Curry. Nigga, I took a step back and shot something from like deep. I was like deep in the cube. Not hitting the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Yeah, I did the little baseball toss. I thought I was motherfucking Roger Clemens and shit throwing heat.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? 100-mile-per-hour. Them shit was going 40. I was like, yeah, I'm doing this.
Oh, shit.
All right. So out of all of those experiences, what have y'all learned from them? And is there anything that has changed you since those experiences?
Yeah, like it's cool to they criminalize and villainize, like, you know what I'm saying, drugs, but they can't help, because not like all the bullshit aside of the fighting, and it helped me see clarity in what I was doing wrong, because I was so in my head while I was gone off this edible that I was thinking like almost too much, but I was thinking clearly, like shit flashing back, like mistakes I had made in my marriage at that time. It was just like so many things that I was just seeing like, damn, if I would have did that differently, but I still got a chance, so I'm gonna do this differently now that I can see. It was like outside of my body kind of at some points. I was like looking at myself in David Buster's, just zoned out, like some limitless shit, but I was just like moving like steps at a time, but not really realize I was moving sometimes.
Wow.
I would say basically it just taught me that just be careful what the fuck you smoking.
Or eating.
Yeah, exactly. And that your body and your system don't agrees with everything. So know what it is that you know what I'm saying, that you like, just like you said, because you say that the one I like is called what again?
Indica.
So I just have to stick with that. Don't try to go above. Fuck sativa.
Yeah, the sativas is what's keeping you in your head, and you're constantly thinking, and it's like you're analyzing.
I think that's what these edibles was.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I just, it just basically just let me know what it is I like. If I do it, just stick to that. And then also, it also taught me the fact, like I say, not to smoke with anybody, or, which I already knew, but you know how when you still know someone that you still feel like you can do it. They got your best interest. So if you trust one person, just leave it with that one person, because that person definitely got your shit 1000%, won't let shit harm you, hurt you, and they coming back with the repeat same shit they know that your system and body agrees with. So it's like that's what that shit basically taught me. And alcohol is like I just like dark. I don't do dark. I stick with light, but I know my limits to stick. But it just basically it shows you your limits. It shows you your limits not to go too far, don't go too fast, and also it shows you in regards to who you can and can't trust, and keep the one person in your angle, and that's it. Basically,
that white to keep me hype, but that brown to get you down.
Yeah.
But see, brown don't get me down. That's the thing. I don't do brown because brown gets me horny. Like I gets in the sexual. Dude, so it's like.
We're recording.
Just a future reference.
Whatever.
Yo, I got this bottle of Henny.
I'll tell you what brown does to me is makes me want to fight. It gets me hyped up. It gets me.
I see that with people.
Yeah.
Some of my worst beer bar nights was like people passing around Henny and shit. It was just like,
I was just gonna say that Henny.
I'll take it. I got hit in the head with a bottle before.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
I was so gone. I didn't realize you ever get hit so
right
hard.
On that X.
You don't feel it.
I was bleeding and shit. Like I went wrestler mode, and I'm out here ripping my butt up off and shit, looking for the nigga like you.
Yeah, and it wasn't even him.
I don't know who it was. Like, I know who it was after the fact, but I was just I was in the club throwing people around after that. Like I was just Royal Rumble tossing.
You like everybody could get it. Fuck it.
I started tossing people around like a Royal Rumble, like chairs and shit, just throwing niggas out the way.
That's a Sagittarius for you. Like even though we may not know who a person do it, so since we don't know,
everybody gotta get it.
Everybody
gotta get it.
That's how I am when I fight. When I fight too, because I remember once I had to beat this bitch up from touching my son in the neighborhood, and nobody ain't want to say who did it, but I know the kid came and rang the bell. So I said when I came, my family was trying to keep it from me, so they were trying to handle it because they know I was.
What you mean touching?
Like she hit him, like literally, like hit him. And another kid that knows, me and the family came and rang the doorbell and said, "Hey, somebody hit, we called him butt when he was younger, hit butt or Udi," and I was like, "Who?" So when I went upstairs to put my stuff on, by the time I came, my family was already around the corner, but they was trying to like keep me from it because they know that I was up ready to pop off. Fuck the talking. You past talking. So I kept asking, who was it? And my son was they already took my son in the house, you know what I'm saying, to get him away. But nobody didn't want to say nothing. So I'll just start circling the hole because everybody was in a crowd. So I start circling the bitch to sit there and see who was going to flinch or who was going to give me that sign. It was her. So nobody gave me the sign. So I just took the bat and just went boom and start hitting everybody. So fuck, nobody want to know. Nobody want to tell. Everybody getting this bitch.
Sheesh.
Yo, my mother and my aunt and them had to take that back from me. I say, fuck that. I said, all you bitches getting it. Since all y'all was around here, everybody getting it. So, but that was like my last biggest fight.
Wow. Yeah.
No, that's a lie. Sorry. Me and my son jumped somebody at the bus stop.
Odie?
Yeah.
Was it Odie?
Who? I don't know who the fuck this person was. He's at the bus stop.
I'm talking about Butt. Was it Butt?
Oh yeah, me and Butt jumped somebody. But this time he was 16 at the time, and you just seen him not too long ago, so he's bigger than his age. So my thing is like, I guess the guy came and he was messing with him first, because me and my son, when we was at the bus stop, we was standing apart. Like how I was here, he was over there. You know what I'm saying? How people just spread out, but you don't know who's with who. You know how you do in the hood.
Of course.
You know how you do in the hood. So he ended up going to my son thinking like, oh, this kid, he by himself at the bus stop, is at night. Like, I'm about to test him. And I seen this dude. I'm like, so I went behind, like, excuse me, sir. What's the problem? He like, this little motherfucker. I said, what did he do to you, sir? Because I seen everything. What do you mean? And so, oh yeah, he looking at me. I said, so you got a problem because he looking at you? He probably looking at you because I was looking at you too, trying to see what's up. So he like, so who the fuck are you? So he's like, so my son was like, motherfucker, that's my mother. So he started getting disrespectful. So when my son seen me glock my hand and seen me cop back, boom, and that's when my son just followed right up. And when my son hit him, he completely fell. When he fell, we just start stomping him.
Nice. How the fuck we get on that?
I don't know.
I don't either. Nonetheless, thank you all, both of y'all, for being on here. I really appreciate it, and it really shows how psychedelics, whether it's alcohol, weed, or any other kind of drug, can really change our perspectives in our lives. Alcohol, obviously, because we regret. Weed is because we're more introspective and we see the kind of things that we can change or be different about. And even though you guys have never done mushrooms, mushrooms really are get deep into the issues, into the deep rooted issues of childhood and all the neglect and therefore all that kind of stuff in our lives. But nonetheless, y'all have been there and y'all have seen exactly the same exact things I have seen, and nobody can take that away from y'all, honestly. And that's what makes us grow, that's what makes us people. And I don't necessarily agree with like drug tests and stuff like that, because I don't think a job performance necessarily equals what we have in our system, what we do when our on our off time, that kind of thing. But nonetheless, I feel like you guys really understand the importance of at least going through something like that and growing from it. And I really do appreciate that, honestly. And for the last time, we started it off with plugs, but I like to end it with plugs as well. So if you guys can please give your plugs, and how people can find you all again, that would be great. And again, we're going to start with Qua. Ladies first, as always.
Yes, yes. So you guys could, of course, find me on Pillow Talk with the Sea every
Correspondent. I
Thursday
like that.
night. Which tomorrow we have an amazing show, which is Fuck Your Apology. So tune in. It's live on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. It's gonna be on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and put your notifications on. And that's 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And not only that, you can find me on all social media platforms as well as all podcast platforms. And yes, that's where you can find me at. That's the amazingness.
Mm-hmm.
DC.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was me. That was me. DC.
I really get tired of doing this now because I'm at the point where
I know we do it so much.
no,
I get it.
I feel like people should know, man. Like if you really rock with us, you should know where we at. We shouldn't. I mean, for the new
True.
people who
True.
might be watching this for the first time and don't know who I am, I'm DC host, and founder of What the Shit Podcast, a podcast that is for everybody and everybody's a podcast for the people. We really
At
try
What
to,
the Shit Podcast on Instagram. Come on, let's do it. Yeah,
yeah,
fucking right. Of
yeah.
course.
I mean,
With
I
the
feel
Stuff
like.
Podcast on Facebook.
Yeah, see,
Well,
I'm doing so much, people can do it for me. Like I just
exactly,
it's
yo. We
scripted,
get
man.
it, man.
It's
For real,
great,
for
man. But
real.
no, please download the Opolis Radio app. It's a dope app. We are on the internet radio station. Like I said, I have some things in the works. I'm in talks to join a Roku channel here soon, hopefully in the next few months, man. I'm just trying to do everything I can that I told I wasn't able to or couldn't do. When I first started this podcast game, I was told I couldn't host or hold my own with some of the other people, and I said,
Ah,
"Fuck that."
I hate those people.
Yeah, it was, some of it was manufactured. I'm a Sagittarius, so I like to build sometimes obstacles in my own way just to prove that I can do it. I like to stack the deck against myself just because I like proving people wrong, even myself, man, because I didn't think I could do it sometimes neither. Um, I enjoy doing it. I've met some dope ass people along the way. I'm just having fun. I'm playing with house money. I mean, I wasn't supposed to be here. The show wasn't supposed to be 2 years running, 6 seasons, going in our 6th season. Sponsors and all that, man. So it's been a great ride. More on the way. I actually about to open up the call line for next season. So you can actually call into the show live
Hello.
during the show and
Okay.
talk to us live. So I'm excited. Trying to innovate and just be different from everything else that you might get.
Word.
Not that it's a bad thing. It's just I want to stand in my own lane and make my own way. And that's the only way I know how to do it. So if you want to do it, do it. If I can do it, anybody else can do it. So
Right.
it's yours. You just got to jump off the porch, man, and take that chance, and don't be afraid to fail at first and find your way.
Dope. Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. Congratulations to you both. Honestly, uh, I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud to be, in a friendship with y'all because I don't, it doesn't necessarily, reflect the relationship that we all have to my podcast listeners because they don't really understand. And not only that, because this is the first time y'all have been on my podcast, so it's like to them, it's like, who is this person? And look, who's coming late to the party? Look at this, right as we about to end it. But it's all good. It's all good. That's Grown Ass Folk, y'all. That is Sharice from Grown Ass Folk Podcast. She is just jumping in now. It's just as we're about to end it. But nonetheless, I don't think people understand the relationship we have all as podcasters. We all respect each other. We all respect each other's talents. We respect each other's content, and all we want to do is see each other rise and be better, and hopefully one day one of us will make money and will be something that we can all look up to. You know what I'm saying? Um, so, with that being said, y'all can follow me on Instagram, RSA Senior, RSAYSR. Uh, you can follow Pillow Talk with the T at Pillow Talk with the T. You can follow at What the Shit Podcast. And now she's just coming in, but it's all good. You can follow at Grown Folk Podcast on Instagram. Follow all of us on Instagram. Listen to all of our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all major platforms that's out there. Honestly, all I want to see, what they say is uh a tide rises all ships or something to that effect. And I feel like the tide is coming in, and I want to make sure that all of our ships rise. And I want to make sure that all of us grow up together because we're all in this together for real, for real. And I'm proud to say that you guys are not only my friends, my confidants, and my podcast, co-podcasters, if you will. But we are all in this shit together for real, and it makes me proud to know. It makes me proud that I know all of y'all. Seriously, and thanks. You are, you are, you are, you are right. You are right. Stop. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, seriously. And it makes and you know what? We all grow together, and I'm hoping that we all grow even further than what we have grown so far. Seriously. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? And thank you so much for being here. Even though you late to the party, I'm not
My bad. Like y'all need
yeah.
to send a kite or something. I didn't know what was happening.
I
We
did.
did.
Oh shit.
She said
I didn't mean,
kite.
I did not mean to hit that, by the way. But anyway,
It
yeah.
still say live on FaceTube. I mean FaceTube.
FaceTube.
There go them cherries kicking in.
Yeah. Y'all see it. Y'all see it here live on FaceTube. Love y'all,
Yeah.
man. We'll holla
Be
at
on
y'all
Twitter.
later.
You need to create